Today we will talk with Chris Arnold, who will discuss using strategic procurement techniques to improve other business processes. So Chris, can you please tell us briefly about your business and your involvement with the supply chain community?
Thanks, Dustin. Annona Search is an executive search business and a business line of the global integrated engineering services company, Fluor Corporation. We help both our internal and external customers identify, assess, and attract leaders and future leaders in supply chain and procurement, manufacturing, and engineering functions. Our external customers are typically multinational businesses with physical supply chains, often with highly capital-intensive process or production-centric operations. And over recent years, we've been supporting many customers which are transforming operations to become more integrated and strategic within their businesses. And this has unsurprisingly included a lot of work with procurement organizations.
And what are the trends that you see in the procurement world?
That's a good question, Dustin. I turned my attention to procurement as a headhunter as a result of the financial crisis in 2008. It seems that a lot of companies back then were also turning their attention to the function for survival critical savings, and now the industry of procurement has grabbed the opportunity. Fast forward to today, and the profile of the procurement function is on the rise, with many businesses elevating the level of the Chief Procurement Officer, or CPO, to the executive board.
Should the CPO be a board-level position?
That's not a question that can be easily answered, as board-level appointments come with a complex array of factors. However, if we wanted to simplify the view for the purpose of providing an answer today, I would say that there are two key considerations. The first being the characteristics of the individual and the alignment with the characteristics of the specific board. Each company will compile a board with the people they need to create a productive team. Communication and leadership style are often key considerations, and the procurement career path hasn't been producing an abundance of C-suite potential candidates historically, partly because it hasn't been attracting enough fresh talent into the function. Secondly, the question is about the value that the procurement function is bringing to the business at a level that contributes to the thinking at the executive level. Commercially, the value of the procurement agenda is supported by the executive, and performance can significantly impact profitability. However, the influence at board level needs to come through intelligent abstract from the data procurement gains through profound integration across the business and an advanced market supplier perspective. Without company-wide strategic relationships between procurement and business stakeholders, as well as progressive techniques such as supplier-enabled innovation and supplier relationship management, or SRM, it's a challenge to justify the elevation of the CPO to the exec. And when these two perspectives are combined, there are sometimes consequences to the incumbent CPO. We've seen a few examples recently where the procurement function has reached an advanced maturity. The CPO position has been elevated to the board, yet the individual in that seat has been replaced by someone else, possibly someone nurtured over a longer period of time for such an opportunity.
Okay, so what advice would you give a CPO today with ambition for a board-level appointment?
Again, there's no straightforward answer. However, if we consider the answer to the previous questions, then there are two pretty obvious strategies. The first one is of personal development. Many leaders, including many top CEOs, have mentors or coaches. I'd advise someone in this position to find someone who can help you develop your communication and style to be more like that of the members of your board, and practice these new techniques in the engagements with the executive community. The more you think, talk, and act like them, the easier it will be for them to see you as a peer. Additionally, gaining perspective from outside of procurement can help. A secondment into another department or role within the business can help you understand how procurement is perceived and develop your empathy with other leaders. You never know, this might also open up other opportunities on the board, such as COO, and give you the personal elevation sooner than the procurement role might. Secondly, again, talking about the capabilities of the function, investment in people, systems, and processes within the procurement organization is fundamental. Not just for the purpose of bringing that strategic value from the function, but more holistically, building capability and bringing the benefits to the business as a whole are important factors in every board level position. Through your contribution strategically to the board level thinking, progressing your company's competitive advantage, and communicating in a way aligned to the style of the executive will plant the seeds of thought that warrant consideration for you as a future member of their community. Thank you, Dustin, and I hope this has been helpful insight.